Hey, this is Tiffany. I want to introduce myself. I am a stepmom, a mother, a bonus mom, a wife, and I go to school and I work full time. So I just wanted to kind of share my life. So I have been a pescatarian for the last 16 years. I think I was 21 when I stopped eating meat. I am now 37. So last year I found out that I was allergic to shellfish. So I ended up changing my eating habits again. And this year, for personal reasons, I decided to possibly introduce some meat back into my life. I haven't, when I say introduced, I think I just had like a marble size bite of chicken breast 2 days ago. I'll probably show a video later on, but it was not what I expected. I guess, I don't know, it's some kind of mental thing, and I didn't eat pepperoni and it made my stomach upset too. But anyways, so I just wanted to kind of share my journey. I currently, my lifestyle is I make dinner for two separate plates. So one is a vegetarian one and one is a meat one. I have been doing this my whole life, so I'm pretty used to it. I know some might think like maybe that could be a lot of hard work, but I have been doing it for so long. And I've honestly just kept thinking in my head, well, why don't I make a switch? Why not now? And I wanted to share kind of that experience with me tonight. I am not gonna try any of the dish that I'm making tonight because I don't know. I'm not ready for that. But I might try the broth. So we are making albóndigas, and I was cutting up some vegetables. We have some corn, some carrots, some potatoes, some cilantro, and tomatoes. And I had made the broth with just water because I didn't have any chicken broth or anything like that. So I just used water and some veggie bouillon. Right now I'm just seasoning the meat with garlic powder, salt, seasoning salt, and some washed rice. I'm not really sure why we use it, but it's something my mom always did. So adding some rice and then also breaking an egg to keep the meat together. I am also including some onion, and I'm not sure if this is the right way to cut, but I mean, I didn't really want to use the cutting board. I had already washed it, so I decided to just do it this way. Honestly, my measurements are just how it's feeling at the moment. I never really measure anything. I don't know, it's just, honestly, it's like I've done it so often that I just put stuff in there, and I know I'll get better at that. But right now I'm mixing everything up and making like golf size balls, and just put them in the same container. Once I see the water boiling or the broth boiling, I turn it down. Now at this point, the carrots and the corn and the tomatoes, and I'm sorry, I didn't, not corn, have been boiling for about maybe 7 minutes. So I'm adding the meat in there, and I'm gonna turn down the heat because at this point we just want it to be on a low setting. And also I'm removing this stuff that comes up in the broth. I'm not really sure what it is, but I know my mom would always tell me to remove it just to make the broth cleaner. And since we're close to the albóndigas being done, I'm adding the rest of the vegetables. That's the carrots, the potatoes, and the cilantro. Again, just covering that up and then turning down the heat down. once it's already been done, I just turn off the heat, and then I just have some leftover rice. I know we already put rice in the meatballs, but my family loves rice, so this is just leftovers. So I don't have a big spoon or a ladle, so I just use this Tupperware to pull out the juice, the broth into my bowl, and then I'm adding a couple of meatballs because it's my husband's plate. And I don't know if, with you guys, but I feel like my husband loves meat. Like, he could eat meat all the time. For me, it's just like I love veggies. But anywho, adding some veggies in there. And then the last thing that I wanted to include is I do make this really delicious habanero red onion with lime and salt. I guess you could call it like a pickled onion. It's really good with any type of soup or caldo. It just cuts off the fat. And yeah, so this is the meal for tonight. I will serve my stepdaughter one too, but this is my husband's. Thank you.